Hello and welcome to Angry Andy Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different again. The second instalment of the original trilogy, released back in 1980 and celebrating its 40th anniversary this year, is the shining diamond of the Star Wars saga. The Empire Strikes Back is more complex, darker, and featuring rich character development delivered through the most interesting story arc of the entire franchise. It is a masterful example of experimentation with established formulas done right. It redefined expectations and the direction of the series as a whole. I don't need to go into the plot of the film, to do so would be redundant, everyone knows it. But the film takes the victory seen in A New Hope and explores it as a singular moment in what is a much larger conflict. The plucky hero is swept away by the power he possesses and into a massive galaxy-wide struggle beyond his and even our comprehension. He is forced to acknowledge and understand not only this power inside of him, a power that is growing stronger and drawing the interests of an immense threatening menace, but undoubtedly the growing thought that he must face up to his destiny as the person who will lead the war to its end. A path that will shake the very foundations of everything he thought he knew. We share this journey with Luke and experience his skepticism, his frustrations, his resolute hatred, confusion, and ultimately his disbelief. Everything Luke experiences throughout this movie is a gauntlet that he runs from the very first moments on the icy planet of Hoth through to the final sequence where his severed hand is replaced and he finally accepts the truth of his existence. His ordeal elevates the character from simple farm boy who may have got a lucky shot away to blow up the Death Star to a genuine hero, someone who, with incredible abilities, is still a well-rounded human being on his own merits. The sequence where Luke enters the cave on Dagobah is one of the key moments in the film. Yoda's warning of the cave harbouring only what you take with you inside explores that Luke has many of the traits that led to Vader's downfall. His passion for his friends, his fear of losing them, and indeed his anger towards Vader, which culminate in a very real manifestation of Vader himself. The symbolism of the entire sequence is clear and foreshadows the impending revelation to come, but it also showcases how vulnerable Luke remains to the dangers of the dark side. And when Luke ignores Yoda's instruction to leave his weapons, opting to a swing first, ask questions later attitude, Luke realizes in that moment that his actions may have unintended consequences as he looks upon his own face inside the living vision of Vader. The sequence is one of my favourite smaller moments in all of the Star Wars films. Not everything is so clear, and even as Luke begins to understand his place in it all and remains a good man at heart, his experiences here show how far he still has to go lest he fall into darkness. The magic of Empire resides in the details, the evolution of what we already knew and the journey that still awaits us. Coming away from Dagobah and the miraculously intense opening battle of Hoth, we are shown a rebel alliance that is on its knees, and this is summed up no greater than the sheer overwhelming presence of the Empire itself. From the colossal size of the Executor Star Destroyer where Vader commands from, to the vast size of its fleet, its connections through bounty hunters, and its ability to control entire systems through intimidation, which leads friends to betray each other. The Empire is far larger in scope and scale than we knew, even as they held command of the planet-killing Death Star. It's not all doom and gloom though. Well, mostly it is, but this is the beauty of Empire, in that even as they are pursued throughout all of space, the romance grows between two of our icons in Han and Leia. In typical Empire style, it's not simply a cut and dry love story. The two characters argue, they contest each other's opinions at every opportunity, but The opposites within them attract, and the evolution of their romance is honest and believable beyond anything that you would find in a simple fairy tale. Earnest and true, their journey is as tragic as it is enjoyable, providing a catalyst to future motivations and reveals. The twist of Vader being Luke's father, Anakin, is one of the greatest moments in all of cinema. It is easily the most recognisable moment of all, and features the most quoted piece of dialogue in filmic history. The twist upended everything we thought we knew. Our world was shattered in much the same way that Luke is in the film. Away from the lightsaber duels and the frantic epic asteroid field chase, the twist ending highlights how much Star Wars is firmly about the difficult, twisted and broken branches of the Skywalker family tree, and how that, in its singularity, has shaped the entire galaxy up to that point and where it could go from there. Luke's immediate shock and fall through Cloud City is replaced with an odd sense of acceptance. He calls out to his father on board the Millennium Falcon in a sympathetic way and with an endearing sense of affection. Indeed, Vader clearly shows some of that affection as he begs his son to join him. Vader even convinces the Emperor to spare Luke's life in favour of attempting to bring him over to the dark side. This is a level of depth with Vader that we had no idea was possible. All we ever saw of him was this cruel, menacing figure who cut down Obi-Wan like he was nothing. The twist is a payoff of the highest calibre, providing something that instills fans with a desire to delve back into the universe immediately. Fans were enamoured by it, and theories arose as to where it would all go from there. It is a perfect instance in what is an epic journey. The Empire Strikes Back is a pivotal moment, not just within the Star Wars franchise, but in cinema history. It not only set the standard for science fiction movies, elevating them even higher than what A New Hope had already achieved, but it raised the bar for what a sequel should be, and how it need not be something to be ridiculed, lamented, or disregarded. Everyone has a moment they remember in Empire, whether it be the Battle of Hoth, the first appearance of Yoda, the romance between Han and Leia, Vader's ferocity, the humour, or the ending. It explored so many aspects that are a factor of our own personal journeys in life, be it spirituality, ideas on family, love, friendship, hatred, and fate. The Empire Strikes Back was so influential and remains so to this day because of all of that. It is an epic journey in of itself, and yet was really the first portion of a larger story which culminated in The Return of the Jedi. The Empire Strikes Back is a genre-defining masterpiece, a film that has, in many cases, and certainly for me, shaped the very essence of people's lives, and still has a profound impact on new and returning viewers to this day, some 40 years on. Its impact cannot be underestimated, and surely its legacy will endure for another 40 years to come at least. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoy this wonderful May 4th. Stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.